Welcome back everyone. In this video we will cover our chapter number 6, Microsoft Excel 2010 and Introduction. Till now we have studied some components and how to create Microsoft file and how to save it. Now in this video we will cover the components of Microsoft file and how to add it, save and relocate the document. So let's start.
Now, first topic is components of Microsoft Excel file. There are various components of Microsoft Excel file such as workbook, worksheet, rows, columns, cells and cell address. So first we will learn about workbook. An Excel document is called workbook. Now this file which you can see on your screen is called workbook, which is the basic Excel file. It is a collection of multiple worksheets called spreadsheet. There are 3 worksheets by default in a workbook. The Excel workbook is saved with .xlsx extension. Now you can see here, this is the workbook. Okay, this is the workbook and these are the worksheet in which we can do work. So by default there are 3 worksheets present under this workbook. Next is worksheet. Worksheet is an individual page of Excel workbook known as spreadsheet. Now these you can see here, sheet number 1, sheet number 2 and sheet number 3. It is also called spreadsheet. It is made up of rows and columns intersecting each other to form cells. Worksheet is made up of rows and columns. Intersecting means by crossing each other for making a cell. The default number of worksheet are sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, which can be renamed suitably as needed. If we want to change the name of these sheet numbers, we can change it. These sheet names are displayed in the sheet tab area. Now this is a sheet tab area where these number of sheets are located. This is called sheet tab area. We can switch between these worksheets by clicking on their respective tabs in this area. For moving from one sheet to third or moving from one sheet to another, easily we can tap over it so that we can start working on that specific sheet. Now next is rows. Worksheet is a combination of intersecting rows and columns. Rows are represented horizontally. Rows are represented horizontally. Now you can see here, this is the row. Okay, the horizontal line is called row. From top to bottom in the worksheet. Okay, from top to bottom means this. From top to bottom, it is called horizontal line, and these horizontal line help to form a table and worksheet. There are 1,48,576 rows. How many rows? 1,48,576 rows. Alright, which are numbered from 1 to 1,48,576. So next is column. Column are represented vertically. Vertically means this way. Okay, this is a column. From left to right, columns are labeled from A, B, C, D and so on. You can see here at the top of column, alphabets are written from A to Z. There are total 16,384 columns in our worksheet. There are total 16,384 row columns in a worksheet. In a single worksheet, there are 1,48,576 rows and 16,384 columns. Now, next is cells. Cells is the smallest unit of worksheet. It is formed by intersection of rows and columns. Each row in a worksheet intersect each other to form a rectangular block called cell. The data in a worksheet is organized in these cells. A cell is highlighted with a black boundary is called active cell. Data can be entered or added in an active cell only. To make any cell active, you can click that cell or by using arrow key, you can move the cell pointer to any the other worksheet cell. Now what is cell? The combination of the intersecting of rows and column is called cell. Okay, cell is the basic unit of worksheet. Now you can see here, wherever I am keeping the mouse pointer and clicking over it, automatically the box is converting into a bold dark color. That means now we are able to write down or edit such kind of box. And this box is called active cell. Okay. Now you can find out how many cells are formed with the intersecting of rows and column. Now what is cell address? Each cell on a worksheet has a unique address which help to refer it a worksheet. The address of cell is column name followed by the row number which intersect to form a cell. For example, if row 1 intersect a column A. Now you can see here, when row 1, this is the row 1 intersect with the column number A. Okay, column number A. Then the cell formed with the intersection of these two will be referred as a A1. You can see here, when I put the mouse cursor in the first row or a first column, the cell box, this is a name box, is also called cell address, which shows us the cell number. Okay, where the mouse cursor is pointing, it shows us the address of that single particular box. Now here I am keeping the cursor in a second row or column. Now you can see here, this is a B1. That means in a B column, in a first row, we are keeping the mouse pointer. Now see here, now the automatically when I put the cursor in a different cells, here also the name cell or cell address is changing. Okay. Using these cell address, you can easily locate the value in the worksheet, or they can be used for creating differential formulas. In further topics, you will study how we can create a formula for calculating our data output. Okay, now I hope you clearly understood what is cell address. Wherever you will keep the pointer, wherever you will keep the mouse cursor, this cell name or name box or cell address will show you where the pointer will work. If I'll put the pointer or the cursor in this cell, it is showing me the first alphabet T is showing me the column name. Okay, this is the column name, and this 18 is a column row number. This is a row and this is a column. Okay, now next we will study entering data in a Excel worksheet. How we can enter any data in our Excel worksheet. So for doing this, I'll create one small data over here. Now you can see here I have created one small heading of these table which I am going to make. First is a roll number of the student, second is student name, next is science. That means I am going to write down here the marks of science subject, then English, next Hindi, at last maths. Okay, so this is the small criteria of our data. So first, writing down the marks or writing down the any data, we have to go in that particular cell where we want to write down. So for writing in any cell, we have to just put the mouse cursor over that cell and double click so that we can write down any data in that cell. 1, 2. So this way we can write down the cell number easily. Okay. Now student name. As you know, in our previous video we have studied whenever we write down any digit, that automatically comes nearby the right side of the line or in the row. Right, you can see here when I wrote this digit, this digit appeared at the right side of the line. Now what will be the position when we will write the alphabet or word or sentence? Let's see. I'm writing any student name like Riya. Okay, right after writing it, you have to enter it. Enter means that you have completed whatever you are writing in that particular cell, that word or alphabet is complete. Okay, now as I told you in the last previous video, whenever we will write the digit in any cell, that will appear at the right side of the cell, right? And whenever we will write the alphabet, it will appear at the left side of the cell. Okay. You can see here I am writing the name, and these names are automatically coming at the left side of the cell. Okay, so this way we have entered our cell. Now this is the normal we can do, and if you want to do according to the cell, you can do that also. Here nearby the name box, you can see here this one. Okay, this is the like if we are keeping the mouse cursor here at the first cell, then whatever you want to write down in a first cell, it will appear here. Now let me tell you one more thing. Nearby the name box, you can find here, this one is the cancel button, this one is the enter button, and this is the insert function. Function means whatever kind of data you are writing here, you can write from here also. Okay. So this way we can enter our cell data. Now, if you want to increase or decrease the cell size or row size or column size, you can also do that. But we will learn this process in next video. Now, the next is editing cell value. Now, what is cell value? Okay, I hope you understood what is active cell. Active cell where we are writing down any data, that bordered cell. Okay, here I am keeping the mouse cursor. Now you can see the border of this box is very dark in color. That means we are now ready to write down the data in this particular cell. So now next is how we can edit these cells. Suppose I want to change any cell value, how we can change it? Okay, so for editing any cell value, we have to first write down the data here. Okay, now as you can see here, I have written some digit, that is the number, that is the score marks of science subject of these students. Okay, now I want to edit these data. So what I can do? Simply go to that cell, click over it, and you will find the backspace button. When you will click the backspace button, automatically the data written in this cell will erase. And after erasing the data, you can write down another fresh data in that particular cell. So this way we can enter, we can edit, or we can delete the data in any cell. Alright. Now, next topic is moving around in the worksheet. Moving around means to move around the worksheet. वर्कशीट में कहीं पर भी आपको अगर मूव करना है या आपको जाना है, so how you will go? The easiest method is to use the mouse and put the cursor in that particular cell where you want to write down the data. Okay, and another way is also there with the help of keyboard. Okay, there are two ways to move around in the worksheet. First is from the keyboard and second is from the mouse. The easiest way to move is a mouse, with the mouse cursor. Now next is with the keyboard. You can find in your keyboard there is a left, right, up and down. These tabs are available in your keyboard. With the help of these keys, you can move around wherever you want to write down any data in a worksheet. Along with that, there are some shortcut keys which can help us to move around, like page up. Okay, you can find in your keyboard there is a page up option. There is a page up option. That means automatically when you will click or when you will press the page up option, wherever you are in worksheet, whether in the last line, in the mid line, then automatically you will come at the top. Okay, so this way there are so many shortcut keys that can help us to move around in the worksheet. So I hope you understood all these things. Let's have one short recap. Workbook, this is where we can write things. This is a workbook. Okay, this whole is a workbook. And worksheet वर्कशीट जहाँ पे हम डेटा को फिल करते हैं, जहाँ पे हम डेटा को यहाँ पर एंटर करते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड worksheet. Now, how many default numbers of worksheet are available here? In every document, 3 worksheets are available. Okay, by default, 3 worksheets are available, means nobody create these worksheet. By default, whenever we will create any document, the 3 worksheet will available here. And this is the column, this is a row, and this is the column. Okay, and these particular dark boxes is called cell, and this is called cell address. And easily when you will put the cursor in the cell, you can add it or you can write down any data in a cell. Okay.
So that's all for today. I hope you understood each and every topic of this chapter. If you have still some doubt, you can ask me or you can comment in the comment section. So take care. Bye bye.